Hey Tots, it's your girl Tati back at another video. In this video, I will be doing the trend where I'll put some videos right here, but basically where you see it's like no makeup, then you'll no makeup, makeup, and then makeup. I want to try that transition because it kind of reminds me of like the day to night videos we used to do. So if you want to see that, then just keep tuned. Now again, this is like to do that trend if you want to see like how to transition your makeup, where you could do all of that in one sitting like the video, but also if you want to just transition your makeup, let's say in the morning you don't really feel like putting on that much makeup, but then in the evening you want to do a full face. How can I transition from that to this? That's sort of what I'm doing, and I have some tips along the way to do it. So this is your girl's face, no makeup. Our first step is to put on primer. I'm using the e.l.f. Primer. What primer is this? The Powergrip. It's supposed to be like a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip. So if you use the Milk Hydro Grip, then just use that. But this is what I'm using for myself today. It's turning a little bit. That does not typically happen. I may just have on too much sunscreen, so it's blending in with my sunscreen. Since this is a no makeup look, I'm going to use a clear eyebrow gel and just push my eyebrows up. If my eyebrows were thinner than what they are now, I would actually go in with just a lighter eyebrow gel than I usually use. But since my eyebrows are pretty thick and they're still in like a pretty good condition, I'm just going to do them up and then out. Next, I'm going to take translucent powder and I'm going to set my face, set this primer. And I'm going to try to focus mainly on my T-zone. I usually would do this everywhere, but I'm focusing mainly on my T-zone right now. The little bit that is left over, we'll move that to the other parts of our face. Because you see how this is a little bit brighter than my skin? So because I don't want too much ash, I'm going to mainly focus most of that powder on the center of my face and then go to other places. So with no makeup, I do like it to keep it simple. So I'm going to put just a little bit. This is more so like my skin tone color from Juvia's Place. It is the number 7 concealer. I'm put a little bit on my forehead and a little bit right here, mainly just on those high points of my face. And I'm gonna blend that out with this Real Techniques 200 brush. This is an expert face brush. I'm going to start with down here, and then I'll do my forehead. And then under my eyes a little bit. I don't know if it's the lighting or if it's me, but it is definitely much more, this color is much brighter than I anticipated. But that's okay. And then whatever is left is what I'm gonna blend on my nose and blend in these other areas, like right above my lip. And the reason why I'm using translucent powder is because you can always go over and add with translucent powder. Translucent powder isn't like regular powder, where if I was to use my face powder, like let's say one of these two powders, then things wouldn't really sit on my face the same, versus with this, my face is just fine. And so this will be it. In person, it looks a lot more dialed down and looks a lot more natural, where it looks like, maybe she's born with it. And I'm just gonna spray some setting spray in between. Now we're getting into my favorite stage, which is makeup. So I am going to just put some brighter concealer right here I like to put it a little bit on my nose as well. Now, I never do it straight. I'm not really gonna put any on my forehead or my chin. I'll think about it. But this is the Fenty Beauty and the color 410. They have a new concealer that's different from this one. I actually probably should try it, but we don't know how that's gonna go yet. I'm leaving this to sit, and while that sits, I'm doing my contour stick. This is the Black Opal and the shade Ebony Brown. I probably will buy another one of these because my makeup is starting to get old. You know, when your makeup gets a little old, you're supposed to start renewing it. Let me see, what brush have I been using? This one. So I've been using my AOA Studios F28 brush to blend this out because cream contour is a fairly new step for me. I'm not really somebody who has ever really like been a cream contour person. So again, it's something that's new that I'm trying to get the hang of. But I do really like the Black Opal for this step. And y'all see how creamy that is? It's so creamy. It's so beautiful. Now I'm gonna put blush, and this is Barbie Rose by Juvia's Place. This is a liquid blush, and I'm gonna do 3 dots. And this is super uber pigmented. So if you don't like blush, I would say do 1, maybe 2. Don't be like me and use 3 dots, okay? I've never really used this for this step, but we'll see because I kind of like it. Now I'm going to use this Real Techniques multitask brush. I used to use this just for blush, but like my powder blush, but now I use it for my cream blush. Well, this isn't really cream, it's liquid, but y'all see, I am dark, okay? This is one of my favorite things about Juvia's Place. I'm about to keep it a buck with y'all. This is one of my favorite things about Juvia's Place. I am dark. Y'all see how dark I am? I'm not the darkest girl, but your girl is pretty dark, okay? This is the color that it is, and this is the color that it is on my skin. Very close. Y'all see that color in the bottle? I'm starting to blend it out, and this is the color that I'm basically getting on my actual face. Yeah. And I don't need, you know how like some colors, they don't show up on us. They don't show up on deeper skin. Look at how pigmented this is. And I put a lot of drops, okay? I didn't just put it. This is why I'm telling y'all, if I were you, I would only do 2, maybe 3 in light. I did a lot more than I typically would. But it's because I'll be bringing my blush, y'all. I am somebody that brings their blush very into the center of their face. I absolutely love the blush look. I said this in a different video, but I will definitely be the girl that if I have to look back at my 2008, because y'all know the girls in 2008, they used to be blushed, okay? If I gotta look back at my pictures of 2008 and be having blush blindness, I'm okay with that. This is so much blush. This is a crazy, insane amount of blush. The way it looks now, you're probably like, how is this makeup? But let me cook. Let me cook. Because look how that blends into the skin. So pretty. Now, I'm going to go back in with a little bit of cream contour. Just a little bit right here at these edges on both sides. And I am doing it on top of the bone. I actually, to me, have a really angular face. I won't say an angular face, but yeah, I have a pretty nice cheekbones. Even though I've gained a little bit of weight, my cheekbones are still pretty nice. My face is still pretty oval. I have an oval face, but I do have some definedness to it. But I don't mind adding a little bit extra, which is why I'm going back and adding a little bit of this, is because I don't mind, you see, chiseling it out a little bit more. Finally, I'm gonna go in with this Real Technique setting brush. I don't know what this brush is for, but I use it under my eyes. It says setting, so maybe it's supposed to be to set, but I use this under my eyes. And baby, she is not moving. Okay, I might have, hold on. Let me do a little cute little spray, because I might have left her sitting too long. Nah, I definitely did. But y'all see how much it stays when y'all let your concealer sit. It stays in place so good, and I love that so much. Okay, face is fine so far. Let's see. I don't know. Ooh, she is actually blended out just fine. Look at that. And then I just take whatever is left on this brush and I bring it up. Sometimes I don't. I'm just doing that now, but ain't nothing really left, girl. My number one thing that I do at this point that I feel like has changed the game for me is taking my Sephora Microsmooth with a powder puff and rubbing it. Now, if you are not a makeup girl, this step might not be for you, okay? I am a makeup girl. I don't mind if it looks good, if it feels a little heavy, I don't mind it. If it don't look cakey, I don't mind it at all. And sometimes with how much powder I've been using lately, it kind of can, but we're good right now. So I just take my powder puff and I press that into my face. It was an accident. I used the powder puff instead of a brush one time and I just never went back. I don't know what happened. I mean, you could probably have seen what just happened, but yeah, I did it once and I was like, oh, this is so cute. I'm not ever changing my mind. And that's what basically happened. Now I am going to do my face powder. And so for foundation, I am going to take powder foundation and just put that on my face. But before I set this, before I use that powder, if you wanted to go in with actual foundation, you could. But because of how pigmented this is, and because I'm only needing it literally on this area mainly, because there's product everywhere else on my face, I'm okay. And as y'all saw, I use a lot of full coverage products. So again, I'm okay. And I just used the AOA F28 brush for that. Now we are going to get into contour. This is makeup. This is makeup, not makeup. So I'm going to just go in with this top shade for my bronzer. If it was makeup, I would be going in with that bottom shade. But since it's just, I'm just getting a cute little look together, just a little bit of bronzer, we're not going to be doing too much now. One thing I will say is when I first ever used the e.l.f., I didn't notice that it was dewy, but right now I'm definitely noticing how dewy it is. I put my powder in a container like this and I just try to even it out, and I am going to bake a little bit, but I'm baking with that skin tone color. We're doing makeup, but we're not doing like makeup. You feel me? So we don't need to be doing too much. I am going to take a little bit of translucent powder and just put that on my eyes just to give them some, let me see. Now I'm gonna go in with this brow product from Juvia's place that is hecka old, just to give my eyebrows some type of color. And then let's do the other side really quick. I'm gonna go with this color Tile. That's the color that I will use if I want a little bit more of a natural blush. And I am using the 400 Real Techniques 400 blush brush to just put this on. It's a really pretty shade. And it brings one thing I love about like peaches and oranges and stuff like that is that it adds a little bit of orange and like color to your skin. It looks more natural than like the pink, than just straight up pink if you do like a salmon color. So that's one of the reasons why I like it. A little blush, we're good. Now I'm just going to pat in that bake. And yeah, I'm going to do my lips now. Now for lips, I'm going to use Kola.
All my mommies out.
In the middle of my lips, I'm going to use my Milani in the color Raspberry Peach, just a lip oil. Typically, I would leave my eyelids like this if I was going out, even if I was wearing makeup. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on my eyes. This the F30 brush, and I'm going to blend this concealer out. I'm going to set this concealer. And boom, I'm gonna call it a day. I like it. So this is makeup. Okay. Now we're about to stop playing. We're doing makeup. We're doing makeup. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to bake. I'm going to take that same shade that I had before, and I'm going to bake with it. But as you can see, it's a lot more that I'm putting down this time because I need to bake. Okay, I'm going to put it right here on my nose, down here, and then I'm going to add just a little bit extra to my T-zone because that's where I get the oiliest. Now I'm taking my one size, but I'm taking it in the pink shade. Can y'all see that? Yeah, this pinky shade. I'm taking this color, ultra pink, and I am going to put that in my inner corner, at the very center of my eye, at the very inner corner of my eye. I'm wiping this lip off. Take that same concealer that I used under my eyes, and I'm going to carve out my brows. So again, we're doing makeup. And I'm gonna actually blend that out with the same brush that I use with that lighter shade. Then we are going to set that with powder. To match with the outfit, I am going to be using this palette from Juvia's Place, and I'm going to start with the shade Shakiri? It looks like Shakiri. And I'm going to use this as a transition shade, or in the middle. I want some lighter of that, the lighter blue. It might have been a little, it's a little more green than the blue that I would like. So I'm gonna actually just go back in with that other shade that I was originally using and just put more of that. Gonna be okay. Just dance. Spin that record, babe. Just dance. Gonna be okay. Dance, dance, dance. Just. Yeah. So I'm going to go in with the shade Bono next. And I don't think that this is the right... I don't know if this brush really is doing this pigment as much justice as I would like. So let's see. It is, but it isn't. Because that's more of a fluffy brush. So I need more of a denser, of a flatter, like denser brush to really pack that shade on the way that I would like. So I'm gonna use this brush, this shading brush. Still not the exact shape I would like, but it's closer. Yeah, it's packing on that color a lot. And so you see, I feel like makeup, but it's not just makeup, colorful makeup. Y'all see how like I did my makeup before in a way that I could add on to it. I just did a blank canvas for the top because you want to do your eyes in a way that you could add on to it. And of course you could still add colors, but keep in mind the type of colors that you want to add to whatever makeup look you're doing, because they need to be able to blend in together. That's why I sort of just went with my natural eyelid and just leaving it more of a blank slate. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I wasn't supposed to go this hard. I was not supposed to go this hard. Yeah, I really wasn't. Ooh, I love, oh my gosh. I wanna add some blue to my lid. And do I regret it? No, because it looks so good. Guys, what the freak? Y'all, this was not the plan. This was not the plan at all. But I'm not mad. Now we're gonna go back to the face and we need to go deeper, okay? The contour needs to be not a lot, but just a little bit deeper. Yeah. I wish I would have did just one side so y'all could see, but hopefully y'all can see that difference. Now with blush, we are going to go in with the Volume 2 blush palette, and we are going to go into Zane, because that's my jam, okay? Zane is my jam. And we are going to add more blush. And y'all see how we just automatically blush the face. And I love Zane because it's more closer to the Barbie shade that we originally put on. I am going to pat the rest of the powder in first, and then I'm gonna take my powder that has, my powder puff that has the pink powder on it, and I'm going to pat that in. Instead of doing my typical highlight that I would typically do, I'm going to take Sola, and I'm gonna take a little bit of her, and I'm going to put that on my cheeks. Just a little bit of Sola. And I'm using this highlighting brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of this middle shade, just a little bit of this, and I'm going to put that right in the middle. So I'm gonna take this pink shade right here, and I'm going to put that on my nose. Ooh. And I like to put it on my nose on both sides. I'm gonna put a little bit on my cupid's bow, a little bit on the brow bone, not a lot, because it does kind of date you. And then of course, I have to get my inner corner highlight going on. So for the lips, I used Espresso, such a cute lip liner, so dark. And then I went in with the same blush that I used on my lips, on my cheeks, on my lips. And then I did this, I added Creme Brulee a little bit. And then lastly, I added this Milani lip gloss in the middle of my lips, and this is the main thing I added. And yeah, you guys, this is the final look. So give this look a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know if you want more makeup looks down below. Make sure you share this video so that we can get more people into this potato family. And last but not least, you know what you gotta do. Gotta subscribe to my channel so you can grow with your girl. So you can grow with your girl. So you can grow with your girl. Break it down.